So, what's going on, guys? It's Tech with the Obed. Now, since there's been, a couple days removed from the earnings, and everybody's gotten the chance to react, look at the earnings, digest it, this is a good time, just like I did with the T-Mobile video, to kind of talk about the earnings and, just share my thoughts and opinions and future predictions. And so, At&T had a good quarter. Not bad as I thought. Revenues, 29.9 billion, up 0.9% year over year. Cash operating activities of 9.9 billion, that is up 28.2%, up year over year, up from the 1.2 billion in the first half of 2023 compared to first half of 2022. Free cash flow looking good for At&T. 4.2 billion, up 1 billion from the first half of 2023 compared to the first half of 2022. Operating income 6.4 billion, adjusted EBITDA growth of more than 3%. So that looks good for At&T. Great stuff. So they had 326 postpaid net additions and continued average revenue per account growth and historically lows of churn. Fiber for At&T, which is pretty big, they had 251,000 fiber net adds. That's 14 straight quarters with more than 2,000 net adds, and they have surpassed 5 million first net adds connections, and so this is all great for At&T. Consumer broadband up 7%, driven by At&T Fiber. Revenue growth of 28%, something that's notable to mention. And something very important, they do cover 175 million people with mid-band 5G. They are on track to reach 200 million people by the end of the year. So here in Boston, At&T has rolled out, honestly, a lot of C-band, DOD, whatever you guys want to call it. And so after they're all done, pretty much we're rolling out, the C-band, the DOD. I don't really think they're going to be doing any more upgrades. So, and for At&T, they're not really doing home internet at a large scale. So there's really no need for them to do so. But here in Boston, it's pretty much a Verizon town. A lot of fiber. Verizon is rolling out here. Very competitive over here. So, with that, At&T, when all said and done, may have the fastest network, but Verizon is laying out a lot of nodes. So, but again, after all said and done, I don't really think At&T is going to be rolling out any more spectrum or any more upgrades here now, since they're really focused on fiber. And so, they are on track to pass 30 million plus fiber locations by the end of 2025. And they did close a joint venture with BlackRock to form the Gigapower 2, the state-of-art fiber network to 8 new areas. So, let me see. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of the highlights. I'll leave this in the description, but great stuff from At&T. Operating expenses were 23.5 billion versus 24.7 billion in 2022. So huge discrepancy there. DirecTV is dying, so I don't really need to point that out. But again, At&T is not really focused on wireless. I expect them to, like I said again, lay out the network upgrades, finish rolling out the C-band, the DOD, and then they're pretty much all done with. So as long as the network performs great, the customers don't have any issues, and I think At&T is going to be just fine. They had a good quarter. So let me know what you guys think about At&T. Future's looking bright. And one thing to point out that I totally forgot, when At&T gets into the house with fiber, the conversions over to wireless are very successful. 2 times out of 3, the customer is going to be likely to switch, because if they like the fiber product, and then when they get the salesman at the door, they were like, hey, are you interested in our wireless service? We can offer, throw 30-40% off your wireless bill, stuff like that to entice the customer. So yet again, AT&T doing the right things. But yet again, let me know what you guys think. And also, if you guys haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on your bell notifications, follow us on Twitter @TechWithObed. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.